Going into the set against CLG, I wasn't too worried. We usually had pretty good results versus them in scrims and like in the past, so I thought we did pretty good. But CLG does really well when they're not doing well. So yeah, I wasn't expecting them to be easy, but yeah, I definitely was confident going in. Going into game 1 against CLG, the pick and ban went in the direction where they banned a lot of supports and then picked Thresh. So they probably thought we didn't really have an answer for that, because with a lot of these like strong laning supports gone, then Thresh is usually like a really good option to pick, because there isn't really a good lane that like Thresh can get punished by. But we picked Tahm Kench, which is really good against Thresh because it kind of stops what Thresh wants to do. If Thresh hooks somebody, then of course then you can just eat him out, and if he hooks you, then there's a really high chance that you'll live. And if you live for long enough, then your team can back you up, or like you just straight up live. So I think that it's a pretty good pick, and they weren't really prepared for Tahm Kench, I think.
저번 주는 그냥 무난하겠다고 치면 이번 주는 처음에 엄청 잘했고 마무리가 아쉬웠다 이런 느낌이었어요. 저희가 다 컨디션도 다 안 좋았단 말이에요. 오늘 근데 저는 모르겠어요. 오늘 그냥 컨디션이 안 좋았다 생각보다 생각을 못했다? 그냥 생각이 안 들어가더라고요, 제 머리가. 그래서 좀 많이 아쉬웠어요, 저한테.
We are ready to go into game number 1 of this match right here. Counter Logic Gaming off a disappointing 1-2 start. Cloud9 3-0 to begin this match. Damage here. You see him try to cheat forward. Yeah, and Sneaky went to go clear the bot lane.
Watch for TP
the arrow. And yeah, here's Impact in the back line. Darshan takes the arrow, stunned up, takes a lot of damage, has a lantern, and the shockwave buys even more time. Out the team goes a flash. Stixxay, but here comes the knockup. They've caught the mark from the bot lane. A stun into Smithy, and Stixxay is going to be dropped for this one. Contracts. Second kill of the game here. CLG do lose the fight 1-0 Cloud9.
The point where something like a Deathfire touch would have been enough is he gets away just barely. Who he has to blow the flash, and that's the sneaky ultimate right there. Now Impact basically kills Afro move with the assistance of Sneaky behind it. Sneaky does pick up the kill credit for it, and they have to kite backwards. So now they're just trying to keep Jensen out off on the right side. They do have vision of him here, and you can see Stixxay is kind of zoning, waiting for the arrow cooldowns to get the poke build, and trying to get damage onto Jensen. Well played there to actually dodge it. Misses the ultimate. It's a good dodge to turn away from the guys on CLG. And right here, just the tongue lash after the 3 stacks.
Yeah, CLG chooses to re-engage that. You saw both Stixxay and Smithy saying, ooh, can we go in? Can we go in? And that actually got them killed, because they would have been alright with it otherwise.
Yeah, went after Huhi there on the side. That's something that we didn't get to see, because Smoothie just went off the left. He actually had eaten Contracts, who returned to the fight.
This seems desperate by C9.
Yeah, this just seems like a bait to try and get them off of the tier 2. I don't know how much they're really going to want to commit to this, and yeah, they pull off right now.
Darshan, no ulti, makes him less tanky. Another snipe onto the back line. Huhi losing a bit of HP. Impact lower and lower, but gets another shield once again. Has to flash away, and Counter Logic Gaming forcing him out. Smoothie at 50 health. One snipe would kill him. Impact Darshan once again trading blows. The hook saved by Smoothie, but the snipe gets them both. He pops out of his belly, and he kills him anyway. Beautifully shot by Stixxay. 2-0.
Literally.
Well, two tanks, 1 arrow, and now Darshan walks into the fact that Baron's being taken, and it does go down to Contract, so on the backside. Cloud with a great Baron call, picked that one up. It's a forced retreat out of CLG. This gets eaten, or eats up Impact and brings him back out. What a great Baron call, though. Missed the setup, but beautifully done. CLG looking to find a bit more. Shockwave is up. The flash hook. Impact walks into it. Smartly done here. Darshan now on the front line, but low on health. Redemption. This should be CLG's, and it heals them back up. Now the axe gonna land, but once again the tanks not quite getting caught out. Oh, he gets Smoothie, and the shield, the stun back out from Jensen to the trade kill. Mid laner goes down. Impact gonna lose his life, but look at the damage. And Darshan burns him down to the summoner. Heal is late from Stixxay. 2 for 2 overall, though. Tank on each side, and 1 mid, 1 support dead. But gets chomped out by Smoothie, and nothing to be seen here. Doesn't want to take the lantern. He's going to bait it with a shockwave, but it's only on the tanks. Contracts on the wing. Redemption in for C9. Keeps him healthy. Nice big stun. Xmithy going to have to run around and run out of health. One more shot will do it. Guardian Angel's down, and Darshan is next up on the chopping block. He goes down, and Smithy is going to be next. A quick 2-0. Cloud9. Nothing. Arrow going to miss a little bit wide, but they're going to run down this turret, and Afro is going to drop here. This time it's the Nexus, and C9 can't be stopped. Game 1, Cloud9 1 step away from the perfect first 2 weeks.
그냥 무난하게 모든 라인이 잘해가지고 스노볼이 점점 굴러져서 게임이 빨리 1경기는 빨리 끝냈는데 2경기는 바루스가 계속 포킹해가지고 게임을 질질 끌더라고요. 그게 좀 아쉽긴 했는데 그거 말고는 뭐 잘 끝냈던 것 같아요.
For CLG games, I think we just wanted to have a tank versus tank matchup top lane, and me getting a carry jungler as Kha'Zix's first pick. You saw CLG also pick Kha'Zix's first pick. I think the side that gets Kha'Zix is insanely strong, because if Rengar's banned, you don't really have much to play into it. You can play Lee Sin as well, but like I said, the matchup is not as good for the Lee Sin side. As Kha'Zix versus Lee Sin, one thing you want to do is find him early, because you win pre-level 6 100% if you run into Lee Sin. But once both sides hit 6, it gets a little bit trickier. Lee Sin can possibly burst you. That's why I like going Red Smite. See, the damage reduction is really nice for him.
And next up, it's going to be Counter Logic Gaming, hoping to turn it all around. They've got to win 2 straight to salvage a rough start to the split. Game 2 underway.
The Malzahar and the Jhin, but this is a really far up Nautilus.
Well,
Already
early
flashed.
teleport gave him a lot of health. They're trying to knock down Impact. You're right. Impact is flashless, trying to make something else happen. He's got absolutely nowhere to go. Quick kill pickup. First blood to Darshan. The work pays off. Nice.
Warded earlier. He actually killed the Conan. We'll see here.
No wards here. Impact has to get away with this one. Pillar to block the anchor. Can he do it? Yes!
Yeah!
Perfect by Darshan. Pillar to block the anchor. Smithy jumps over. Give the kill to Darshan. Smithy, don't be a scumbag. Well done. Darshan 2-0. Impact getting massacred now.
And that's getting back Darshan all the way to Team Coast back in the day.
Woo! Spicy plays out of Jensen, who he takes the ride and yet wins the trade anyway. Jensen maybe bit up more than he could chew. The Heartseeker going for the play. Flash, heal. The damage not quite enough. Who he and he gets it. Who he in the 1v2 outplay.
I went in for the Orianna thinking I could get him into tower, which was pretty optimistic. I knew Contracts was nearby, so I thought even though I went for it, it would be fine. Unfortunately, I ended up dying and Malzahar came mid as well. But we got both Orianna summoners, so it wasn't even that bad, but it was just, I guess, underestimating my opponent and a very stupid play to go for. But in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really matter too much. We got his sums, so it was okay. It was just still a bad play though.
Contracts up. Before he dies.
Have lost love, and look at Impact running away. Gets the honey fruit. I like that, but look at the damage for Darshan. It's close to this one. Now has to respect Contracts' damage.
He almost
One
has
more
ulti.
honey fruit.
Darshan has
Ulti
ulti.
is needed,
Darshan has
and he
ulti.
pops it, but not in time. The kill comes through. Contracts doing too much damage. Darshan bit up more than he could chew.
Ooh, he had like 2 seconds left. As soon as it comes up, he pops it, but still not enough to keep him healthy and alive. And they're trying to kill Jensen.
Flash
More
hold on
Smoothie.
and Smoothie. He's dead for this one. Shockwave pulls Jensen back in. Look at this, the 2-for-0 in enemy territory. Counter. And the rest of the team going for that mid lane tier 2 turret. Shockwave's gonna catch one. Not quite enough damage to kill just yet. The flash get away and the snipe comes through. But the trade kills. Contracts picks up one. Didn't get the invulnerability, but still a trade sneaky dead with Aftermu gone as well. Mid lane turret still not going down. That nearly could have been more, but the Shockwave couldn't quite pick them all off.
Yeah, but that was the shockwave we were talking about, where you have to catch both Jensen and Sneaky in it and get their summoner spells there, and he ended up dying. Now, Jensen might be looking for a play, but he has to... See, Jensen's on this side of the map because he has to stop a hold on.
Hook on who he is huge. Flashed away, barely staying alive. Here comes Jensen. Can't quite find the play. Trades place with Smithy.
TP?
There's the root. There's the ball. The pillar as well. Setting it up. Can't quite get the kills through, but look at the damage out of the turret. Contracts sniped down 600 damage from Stixay, and Impact is next up. The slows are there. CLG under the turret actually find 3 as a long-range snipe. The bounce from Stixay. Now, sadly, not much they can do with giant minion waves flooding into the base. Smithy hooked in. He's got to respect this. Ulted CC'd and an overextension from the support. Sorry, from the jungle.
Down.
But a trade kill. Who he solo kills off the bot laner. Here comes the battle. Big ulti in for Smoothie. Can't get Impact in time. It's 2 for 1 in favor of Counter Logic Gaming, and now there's no front line left. They've got everything that they need right now. And who would have believed it? The undefeated Cloud9 dropped the game at the hands of CLG, who had such a weak start to the split, but pull in a pretty convincing Game 2 victory.
Game 2 was, I'm not really sure what happened. I think Impact made a mistake top lane by greeting, and then we also said the jungle was bot side when he was actually top side, so he died again 2 times. So we kind of had to stop the bleeding top lane by trying to help him out, which was what we did, but we ended up losing the tower pretty early on top lane, and we put all our resources top lane to try to stop the bleeding, but it didn't really pan out the way we were hoping for. So Smoothie roamed up top. to try to stop them from taking a tower. They still got the tower and we didn't get any kills. So the game pretty much just snowballed out of control really hard early on. I didn't play that well either myself. So I think game 2 was just like, we just made a lot of mistakes that we don't usually make. And they capitalized on it and snowballed the game pretty well.
CLG는 치즈를 좋아하기 때문에 초반에만 조심하자 이런 생각을 많이 했었는데 제가 1, 2경기 때 너무 실수를 많이 해가지고 제가 초반에 잘 죽어줬단 말이에요. 제가 그 방울 생각도 잘 안 했었고 갱 생각을 잘 안 하고 있어가지고 좀 많이 죽었었어요. 그게 좀 컸던 것 같아요, 그 게임에서. 제가 초반에 라인전 다 이기고 있었거든요. 제가 노틀러스 2판 했을 때. 근데 그걸로 제가 죽어주니까 결국 상대가 더 크게 되고 그래서 정글이 킬 먹으니까 컨트랙트도 좀 힘들고 그렇게 점점 퍼져가지고 게임을 지게 된 거거든요. 그래서 1, 2경기는 뭐 1경기는 나쁘지 않은데 2경기 진 건 제 실수라고 생각해요.
Here we go into the Rift. Third and final game, the last of the week. Can Cloud9 hold on to their undefeated record? Or I guess a bit more of a chore? It's just a style choice, but it's just interesting that different junglers. Ooh, first it's Stixay dead. He's got almost no way out of this one. Exhaust is on. Yeah, does he convert flash? He knows he's dead.
Okay, with all the mechanics. Hold on.
Ooh, speaking of mechanics, Contracts one Sin flash by Hui. There's the quick taunt out from Impact. And goodbye. Shockwave not going to come in time. Impact will survive the turret damage. But Darshan wants in. Quick snipe comes through and Stixay turns 1 kill around. Now Contract is alone and CLG getting the trade. A double coming in for Stixay. Turning around.
Really going to absorb a lot of damage here.
Smithy wants in. Flash following a Jensen, nowhere to go. Quick pickup again. A 3-for-1 overall for CLG, staying for the mid turret.
Yep, they're going to get this mid turret as well. Arrow is up. TP from Impact. They're trying to make a counterplay and get something off this.
Afremu is the healthiest member on the team, though. They're going to go right back in for Smoothie. Look at this. CLG will not say die. Darshan
Here comes
going to
Shen.
get away from aggro and right back into the mix is Impact. Can he make one in this fight, though? Big Smithy low on health. One more kill will do it. The kill with the taunt and actually sneaky as
The
well.
slow.
Throws up with volley. A slow and Afremu makes his life a bit harder. But the shield's back into Shockwave that never got cast last time around. Looks for Impact. And another kill comes through. CLG refusing to go negative in this fight.
And now they're going to back off as the Jensen is flanking.
Yeah, Jensen's late to the party, but still CLG not able to pull the trigger.
Kill.
He's just going to dive for this one. Pops several ults. The stun to Hui.
Reset.
Goodbye to Oriana. The resets are there. Double kill so far in for Contracts. How many more can they get? Darshan's out of HP.
Slow.
The slow comes in. Jensen's back into the mix. There's his third kill of the game.
Bottom Impact is going to try to push in slowly.
It's Hui. QSS, okay, he needed to, but that means he's available as the target for Malzahar. The Baron down to 2,000 now. The go to the steal, and it's going to get picked up there by Counter Logic Gaming. The fight is on. Jensen pops the Zonia, sneaky kites away for everything else. Smoothing onto the backline for Hui, and a missed taunt flash by Impact. He gets nothing with it. Smithy going to lose Guardian Angel. A kill comes through onto Smoothie. 5v4. CLG wants more. Good flash gets away, and Stixay's dead, but there comes the first hit for Hui. Turns one around. Jensen needs to save it all, but he's going to get exhausted and picked up and killed, and Contracts the last one alongside Impact. And here
Banshees fail. And they're just trying to get tanky on the side of CLG. That's why the Warlocks keep their weight.
play on a sneaky. Can they catch him out? Shockwave on a Smoothie, but it's a tanky to member. Oh, the one shot! Hui-'s gone. Jensen's finding more. Afro's onto the mix. Can they kill him off? Yes, they can. Stixay's got to kite this out, but Contracts does too much damage, and it's a 4v3 advantage. Cloud9, Smithy next up on the table, and that's all she wrote. 4v2. Cloud9 is going to win this match. 4-0 to end week 2. Undefeated, undisputed first place in North America.
Third game, I picked Katarina because it seemed okay. Hindsight, it probably wasn't that good because Lulu just countered me in every way possible in teamfights, and Afro played really well. So I constantly got polymorphed. Obviously, we didn't see the Lulu pick because it was their last pick, so it looked okay into the champions they had already. It has an okay matchup into Oriana. It's not that good after early game, but it's a matchup that can snowball really hard, and I was kind of hoping that I could snowball the lane, but Oriana got an early kill, so it made the lane really hard, and I couldn't really get an advantage after that. And yeah, I think we just played the early game pretty bad. I don't think the Katarina pick was bad, but I could have definitely picked something else that would be much safer and better. But it was kind of a gamble pick, and we ended up winning, but I don't think the Katarina pick was that amazing, but it was I kind of wanted to play it because I had a lot of success with Katarina and scrims, but he played pretty safe mid, and we made some misplays early on, so it wasn't the expected or the outcome that I was hoping for, rather. So yeah, unfortunately, made the game pretty hard.
Well, there's not really much different we'll be doing for prep for Echo Fox and Envy. It's just kind of the weekly scrim schedule where, you know, we play 2 sets a day for like 6-7 hours. Like we review after every game. It's not like much going to change with that. It's just maybe we'll change up our strategy depending on who we're playing, like Echo Fox and Envy. See if there's any holes in their strategies that we can abuse.